We read all of it and nobody did what you said.
Oh man, they look. They locked off my life, man. Yo, they locked off my life, man. Yo, them lock off my life. Yeah, no, it was getting serious too. It was getting serious. It was so serious, they locked up the life. Oh. They locked up my life, my people. They locked up my life, my people. Can't believe it. Hopefully I get back online. Keep up, keep up. Yo, appreciate, come back in, come back in. Come back in, everybody. Yeah, they lock up the live, so I have to restart the live again. Come on live, come on live. Come on live. Come on my people, come on. Come on, back on live. I know, man, TikTok is even different. Yo, share the live. Yo, come back on live, share the live. My people. Again, we have the Commonwealth Windrush Generation. Very important. Have to know this. This is the foundation. Again, this issue affects everyone. I'm a representation of the community, the Windrush community. Again, This problem is in Parliament. You could check out Baroness Benjamin. She was spoken about the Windrush Generation. These are British nationals, not citizens, but British nationals that have been deprived of citizenship, that have been deprived of education, that have been deprived of development, in social development, historical development, education. These Windrush Generation, again, these are British nationals, these are the foundations, again, of these countries. So imagine if the foundation of the country can be oppressed, then everyone is subject to the oppression. That's why they're developing certain equipment, certain things, so that we can be oppressed. Because again, if British national, not citizens, if you're a citizen, that means you can be revoked. But if you're national, that means it's by blood. So imagine that there are families that are British national that are under oppression, under attack by British government. This is very, again, interesting when you're talking about health and safety. It's very interesting when you talk about health and safety. We're talking about development. We're talking about protection for our family. So, again, because this is happening to our people, so I'm a representative. Going to be in Parliament on the 20th, so that, again, we can establish an improvement, establish a development for our people. That's why it's so important. Like I say, these are British people that have been here from the very foundation. Before the England even established, these people was already here. That's why we have kingdoms like Mercia. These are kingdoms that was before England was established. These people that was already here. This is called a Commonwealth realm. These are people of the Windrush Generation. These are families, these are lineage. That's why you have houses like Wessex. These houses are people of Caribbean descent. These were people that was removed in 1689 based on the claim of rights. So these people, that was the foundation of England establishment, that was removed based on the war between Normandy and French. Based on the war between the Normandy and the French, these Moors, they were removed for the common good of the realm so that they could be protected. So this was a policy that was implemented to remove the Moors to the Caribbean. So these are the said Moors that you can see. These are the Windrush Generation. Yes, my people. I know that you're on live, so you might not be able to see it. So these are the said Windrush Generation, my people. The said Windrush Generation. So like I say, this Windrush Generation, these are the fabric of the foundation. But if they can be oppressed, everyone can be oppressed. So that's why the government in Parliament have acknowledged that they have done wrong. The government in Parliament have acknowledged that they have done wrong. That's why you have the Windrush Compensation Scheme. There was a Parliament debate based on, again, implementation of the compensation. But this implementation is based on British Nationality Act 1948. You know about the British Nationality Act 1948? Okay, so the British Nationality Act 1948 is for British nationals that would become citizens based on the different rules. So, again, there were British nationals that were citizens of the United Kingdom and colonies. These are British nationals, these are blood people that have right to travel without let or hindrance. They have right to social development. They have right to historical development. These already have settlement. These are nationals, not citizens. The difference between citizens and national, that national are by blood, by family. That means they have a lineage here. Citizens are those that acquire citizens based on, again, their affiliation with the country or the government. So these are where citizens came in. So
The system that came in.
citizenship came in. There were nationals before citizens.
Because it went to the colony.
Based on the German, a German king. There was a there was kings that were common within England. They were from, again, foreign countries. So these was established through the Kingdom of England, just like the Anglicans, East Anglicans, East Cumberland. These are also you have the Danish people. You have the North Normandy people. So these are you have the Germans. But again, there was an act of supremacy saying that the crown had superior over all foreign powers. And this crown is coming back all the way to Egypt. This is where you have the crown of the upper Nile and the crown of the lower Nile. The red and white crown. This is what established the flag. So when you see the red and white, these are the saying the bloodline of this crown because there's an act.
So is that the ship called Windrush?
Yes.
So this is what the Windrush thing is.
Yes. So it's based on the people. So like the gentleman was saying, like I said there. So
Yeah, I've read it. I know. I follow the news.
Yes.
But I was wondering about that. I thought it's like Photoshop.
No, it's a real ship. Yeah. So again, these Windrush Generation, these are people that are British nationals. So their bloodline is coming from, again, people that was in Britain, just like, again, Septimius Severus. Septimius Severus was a Libyan general, was a Roman emperor, that came to the United Kingdom because there was war that was going on. Again, those dynasties that was in Germany and those dynasties that was in France, they was fighting for the throne, So again, there would need to be protection. So Septimius Severus, that was a Libyan, came to protect the throne of England, the throne of, again, Wessex. And that's why you have the wall in the city of London called the Septimius Wall. And you could find it also in Cumbria. They're saying that was it, the Alistaian Moors were there. There's a stone. So they were showing you that, again, there were people that was from the Arabian Peninsula, which was again, same Carthage people. These was, again, the same Saharian people, again, that made sure that the earth was in peace, that made sure the earth was in balance. So they also came to the islands. That's why there were ships, like Mansa Musa ship. Like I say, again, those Septimius Severus, there were ships, so they came already. So this was even before any other establishment or any false ideas. You understand? So this is why it's so important to have historical development.
So what I want to understand, why they started deporting those people? I mean, those people who came in, why they didn't apply for citizenship? Why they didn't like take?
No, because look, imagine this, Imagine this, that's what I'm trying to say. If you're a British national, if you're a national, so imagine where you're from, you're national, so that you don't need a citizenship to walk around.
Yeah, but I think you need an ID.
No, they have ID, they have birth certificates.
They have the birth.
Of course, because they have to have, that means wherever you're born in, you have the birth certificate, the ID of that place, So,
In that case, not necessarily because I'm born here in 1997. There was a law in
This is what I understand. So, I mean, your parents.
So this is another gentleman, so good. You remember to like and share and follow,
I'm explaining about like if they have the birth certificate, if they've been born in London.
There's no change, but there's no change again.
But this is what we're having. Because again, those that are in Parliament, these are foreign ministers. These are people that are not qualified to establish the laws for British citizens. Imagine that someone that is a foreigner can tell you about the laws that you're supposed to have. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. So that's why, again, there are certain incorrections for certain people that are national. That's the thing. once you have your birth certificate that tells you if you're born in an island or you're born on an island within, again, the Commonwealth realm, that it should be enough. It doesn't matter if you're born in Jamaica, it doesn't matter if you're born in Antigua. Once you're born within the island, that's enough for you to be able to identify yourself as British. Because the same British, they're the one that gave the label for the different islands. Because all of the islands were once British nationals. So it's the same British government that gave the label for everyone. So that's enough just for a lone birth certificate, because it's not about citizenship, it's about nationals having the right, yeah? That's the difference. Because like I say, because we have not been educated or not developed in education, so we don't know the difference between nationals and citizens. You understand? Citizens is by blood. There's no removal. You cannot remove blood. That's national. Citizens are those that are associated within the land based on settlement or based on family descendants that have been settled. That's the difference. So, trying to establish so that we can understand, that's what I'm saying. When we don't have education, we don't have representation. And that's why it's so important to have education, because education enables us to be developed properly so that we can represent ourselves and be responsible for ourselves. And that's why, again, it's so important to understand. Yo, my people, share the live. Share the live, I like that, share the live. Yeah, so that's why it's so important to make sure that the development and the implementation for our people is established. We have to have this, we have to have this development. So, as I was mentioning, yeah, so the British Nationality Act is coming from the British Nationality Act 1945. 1914. And this 1914 was based on King George V, that was from Hanover, Luxembourg, that was a foreign king that came and took the throne and gave full allegiance to the crown and took the throne, so he brought in foreign policy. This is why, again, the British Nationality Act 1914 is also the British Nationality Act and status of aliens. Status of aliens meaning citizens. That's what aliens mean, citizens. People that are from a foreign country that have come and settled again, and through settlement, again, they have gained citizenship. And it could be through royal settlement. That's why King George, he was a royal, so he took settlement, and his people that follow him settled also. That's why it's important to understand that the change that took place was based on kings, foreign kings coming in and changing the laws for the local people. That's why it's important to be educated by people, because majority of people don't really understand this. Their psychological development to represent themselves, their family, their historical development is not there. So again, imagine that these are people that have the same blood within England, the rights of settlement, are being deprived. So if they are being deprived, then everybody else is being subject to be deprived. But some people, they're not in that situation at the moment. That's why, again, there could be war in Libya, there could be war in Palestine, there could be war because, again, if the foundation of rights based on people and bloodlines are being interrupted, are being deprived, then everyone is subjected. So again, they allow that based on who is psychologically developed, because they know majority of the people, they're not psychologically developed to defend themselves because they're not developed in education. So they're like we're like in an open prison, but there's not enough representation for ourselves. So that's why it's very important to know the history of where you're coming from, because historical development is based on the development of your own psychological development. And if you don't have historical development, your psychology cannot be developed in the proper way. Because the psychological development is based on social development. Social development, also intellectual development, is based on your historical development. And that's the only route to take representatives. to be able to, again, have a physical development and to be able to control your family. That's also family development. That's why it's so important to understand this. Understand? So, again, these are the said bloodlines, people that have the blood, the national people, not citizens, national, that is able to be subjected to be removal, deprivation. Because again, the changes that is happening in Parliament, we are not updated to it. We're not privy to it because we're not developed politically enough to understand what goes on. That's why we need representatives. You understand? So, because we need representatives, we need to have these improvements for ourselves. You understand? Because it's very, this is a, this...
Wait, going to put up, you said something, you're going to go to the House of Parliament?
No, I was in the Parliament, I think in February, going back to Parliament on the 20th. Yeah, because again, the proper implementation needs to get done. We need improvement as a community and as a whole. Because again, if these people that are the foundation of the United Kingdom and they are being deprived, then everyone is subjected. It doesn't matter if you're in Europe, it doesn't matter what work, what employment you take on. That means you are subjected to discrimination. And that's why again, because majority of the people that are educated in this term, again, they fail to understand this is the importance. So imagine the foundation. This is very important. That's why I said, if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? You understand? If the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? That's why I said our people are destroyed by the lack of knowledge.
Some verses in there.
Yeah, man, we have to, because these verses are real to reality. It's a real life situation that we're dealing with. It's not just any situation. I appreciate the light. Again, they shut off my live. Can't believe they shut off the live and I have to re-burn the live again. But I appreciate, like I say, like I said, I'm here. I'm representing my people. I'm going to be representing them in Parliament on the 20th. So I'm here to show my public interest again to the people because again, I am a member of the Windrush Generation. I'm a descendant of the Windrush Generation, and again, I have the development, the improvement to establish and present to Parliament so that they can implement the correct procedure that we need and be expedient with it. You understand? Be expedient with it. So again, follow me, share the live, again. So if you need help, if you need representation, I'll be able to help and I'll be able to represent. This is the purpose of it. You understand? Because again, we need representation. We need people. We do. That's that we need people that are developed enough to be able to understand political programs.
So how can I join that? Are you going to do things yourself?
Oh, like I say, you could. That's what card you could go.
So you might as well.
My name is Lawrence. Yeah, I appreciate my people. Yeah, so like I say, I'm here to represent the Windrush Generation. I'm a descendant of the Windrush Generation myself. Again, I'm representing in Parliament for my generation, for the children, for the adults, and for the elderly that's unable to represent themselves. And now we're talking about specifically the Commonwealth realm. Like I say, this is the national, the British nationals, not citizens, but nationals that have been deprived of, again, citizenship due to the fact of the laws that have been changed based on foreign policy, based on foreign kings. Deprived of citizenship, deprived of healthcare, housing. These are the said people, these are the said foundation of the United Kingdom that we're talking about.
I So I was born in 1987.
Yeah.
The Lord machine in 1987.
So?
The certain I was born here, my parents were from abroad.
Yeah.
Like, son of I'm not a citizen.
No, all right.
But the law changed. The law was different before. If you were born here, you was.
I'll tell you. So look. All right. So we have the British Nationality Act 1983, yeah? 1981, yeah? So this British Nationality Act is based on Immigration Act 1971, yeah?
So you had
the
first one was what? 19?
So the British, so you're under the British Nationality Act, yeah? 1981 or 1983, yeah? So this is another brother, just again, is a part of the Windrush generation, and I'll be able to establish a bit of understanding.
A couple years ago, I switched to private passport. No more said I'm Angolan. Despite my parents, despite me, I spoke to the lawyer. He said I was in touch with the Windrush application scheme to get biometric. That's solidified me. But now I'm looking to pay the government to naturalize me.
The thing is, like I said, there's free help. Yeah? That's why I'm here as a representative. I see someone like you have to be able to put into the right people, yeah? Again, I was showing like this, but this is the main education that we need. They put you under the British Nationality Act 1981, yeah? And that is subject to the Immigration Act 1971, yeah? This Immigration Act is based on Commonwealth immigrants. And these Commonwealth immigrants we're talking about is the Commonwealth of Nations that is associated with the foreign King George, yeah? Assistant within World War II, yeah? But there's a difference. This Nationality Act is based on Immigration Act, based on citizenship. Yeah, not national citizenship. So that's why some people are subjugated to certain immigration control because they're talking about citizens. But when you talk about British national, they're not subjected to immigration control because they're national. They themselves automatically qualify for citizenship. Being a national, that should be the natural course. But if people that are not naturally a part of that course, they could change the direction. That's where you get the climate change from, because they change the direction of policy.
So what are they doing wrong
what are they doing wrong?
What went wrong? Even there was a situation a scandal in it a couple of years ago. So what went wrong there?
But the thing is that the people that were in Parliament, those that were represented in Parliament, these were foreign ministers. Foreign ministers are not qualified to represent nationality.
Right.
Because they don't have the development, the education to understand whether this person is national or citizen. They don't have it. Because they don't understand. Like they're supposed to be subjected to scrutiny. They're supposed to be subjected to development. That's why I'm here, to give them a development approach, a development plan, so that they could better administrate the nationals that are abroad from the citizens, so that there could be a different approach. So yeah, my people, appreciate the like and follow.
Listen, their position cannot be authentic. They cannot have an authentic position because they don't have enough experience and know-how to deal with the history of the people that they're meant to be dealing with.
That's right, they're not developed enough. So I was saying, so because there's, like I say, the difference amongst the people, nationals are different from citizens. Nationals are blood. You understand? So this is what even if your country has independence, once you are a national, that means your blood, you're able to travel freely without let or hindrance.
Like and subscribe. House of Lancelot. Like and
appreciate
subscribe.
it. Yeah. So what I was mentioning, yeah? So that's why those that did the review of the British Nationality Act, yeah, are because they are foreigners, so they can review it wrong. So that's why review can always be re-reviewed to check if what they're implementing is right or wrong. So this is what I'm mentioning to them in Parliament, that those people that have reviewed the laws to create the British Nationality Act 1981 is wrong, because they're not implementing the British national only citizens. They're not assisting British national, they're only assisting citizens. When again, it tells you in the British Nationality Act 1948 that citizens of the United Kingdom are British nationals. Think about it from there. So citizens of the United Kingdom. My bro. Yo, my brother. 12 to 3. My bro, my son. So anyone, yeah, my people, remember to like and share. So anyone, look, as a citizen of the United Kingdom and colonies are British nationals. So like I say, British nationals are of the United Kingdom and colonies because they're of the realm. They are bloodlines that are going back even before England. They are bloodline that's going back to the Kingdom of Wessex, to the Kingdom of Mercia. That's what they're saying. So when that union, that's why we have to understand the union that that created Great Britain. That's when again things were suppressed. That's when our rights were suppressed within foreign policy. We were suppressed in foreign policy. That's when our right was suppressed in foreign policy. When the Acts of Union came in, when England was united with Scotland, we were suppressed under that. That's why you call it Great Britain. It didn't become Great Britain because again, if you're suppressing our people based on the union, where you're supposed to improve them, then again, it cannot be great. So the thing is, yeah, that was done from 1707 to 1800. Yeah? So this is where you get the United Kingdom coming in. Because the union between again.
You could
yeah, big up my people. Big up my people.
Evangelist Conde, by the way, Evangelist Conde.
What's that?
I'm Evangelist Conde here.
Like and subscribe.
Big up.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
That's it.
Conde Juan Francisco.
Oh, okay. That's so.
Something came up with appointments. You should say that.
Yeah, just make sure in the light. So yeah. This is why it's so important to understand. So we're talking about British national people. We're talking about British nationals, yeah. We're talking about British nationals that are in different states, yeah. So this is why it's so important to understand, yeah. Look, we have the Windrush generation. When you talk about Windrush, you're talking about let me get some water first.
Where are you now?
I'm gonna. Yo, remember to like, share, subscribe. Appreciate it. I appreciate the likers. Appreciate it. Yo, I love everyone. Yeah, man, get me up to 3,000. So yeah. Yes, my people. We have the Windrush generation. But I'm representing, I'm a part of the Windrush generation. We're talking about politics, we're talking about politics, not religion. We're talking about politics, not religion. We're talking about politics, not religion. We're talking about the foundation of what we're establishing. We're talking about the law of the land. We're talking about, again, something that is real. Something that affects our day-to-day life. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about things that affects our day-to-day life. We're talking about politics. We're talking about, again, family. We're talking about being deprived. This is what we're talking about as one. We're talking about the collective community. Those that have been deprived of certain development. Those that are under psychological control through different mediums, just like religion. We're talking about, again, the separation from family. We're talking about not understanding the difference between nationality and citizens. These are basic intelligence that we require for our social development. These are basic development that we need for our social improvement. Again, and this is the foundation that we need to establish. Because if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? That's why it says our people are destroyed by the lack of knowledge. The lack of knowledge about family. The lack of knowledge about history. These things are here before all other things. That's why it's supposed to be important. We're talking about the Windrush generation. We're talking about the foundation that is being removed. We're talking about the stone that the builder refused. Yeah? We're talking about the foundation that established every other nation to be able to be free within the society. That's why we require a social development for everyone within the education of the history of this land. That's why we require a social development for everyone in terms of the history, the family of this land. Because people are socially deprived of the education of the people and the family of this land. So again, if you're socially deprived of the education of the people and family of this land, then again, the said foundation can be destroyed or damaged. So we have to reintroduce, we have to again introduce a implementation plan based on improvement. Very good. I'm in Parliament, my people. So remember, keep sharing, keep liking. What's up, my brother?
So what response, once you go into the Parliament, what response are you expecting from them?
Oh, again, because as I say, I'm representing my family members, yeah? So, again, I want to represent my family members that are deprived, yeah? That may not know certain things. So, I am there to implement, again, what needs to be developed so that the development that could be carried out in the correct way. You understand? Because the government already acknowledged that they're wrong. So it's not about, again, them acknowledging that they're wrong because they're already done. It's how much wrong they have done. You understand? How wrong are they? So if the government is wrong, then the local people are wrong. If the government perceives those people as foreigners, that means the value how the government is perceiving the people will reflect to the value of the people in the community, the people, the surrounding people. That's why the development, the social development, the inclusion of everyone has to be introduced through the development of education. Yeah, we have to understand this. Remember to like and share, man. Like and share. Like and share, like and share. So that's why we have to present, we have to create awareness. We have to create awareness through presentation. Awareness and presentation comes to understand a people. So that's why, again, we're talking about the Windrush generation. The Windrush is based on a ship that picked up citizens, that picked up nationals, it picked up a variety of people. The Windrush ship, it picked up a variety of people. So I'm talking about the Windrush generation that are from the Commonwealth realm. So we're talking about the Windrush generation that are British nationals. That's what I'm talking about. The Windrush people that are British national. That's why it's important. The people from the Windrush generation that are British nationals. So we could get a better understanding and better help for them. Because again, those people that are British nationals, needs to get the proper resource that they require to develop. Because again, they established the same place that we are here right now.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yo, big up my people. Yo, big up my people. Listen, I'm outside, and again, it's there. So I got my speaker today now.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready to go out there because, like I say, got the mic. I could establish more reception.
House of Lancelot.
A more better reception.
Represent, brother. Representing, brother. Representing.
So, like I say, this is why it's so important because, like I say, majority of people here.
What internet connected to? This one.
What's that?
What internet connected to this one?
No, I'm not connected to the internet. I got my phone.
Okay.
No, just straight from my. Yeah, so yeah, I appreciate the like. Yeah, just get up to 3K. So
like and subscribe.
like, yo, big up. Like I say, man, when it comes to our development, there's not a lot of awareness, and that's why, again, in these places, awareness are hard to come by because we have been psychologically damaged, so that we don't tend to our own needs. Yeah. We don't tend to our family needs. You understand? We're dealing with foreign subjects here. Religion, that's a foreign subject. Does not help us, yeah? Foreign subject. So, this is why we have to again re-establish the foundation that we're standing on. We're talking about the people. We're talking about the Commonwealth realm. We're talking about the Windrush generation. This is why it's so important. When we're talking about the Windrush generation, we have to understand. Yo, big up One World. You don't know, man.
Like and subscribe.
If you don't know, you post in your group. Like I say, imagine that One World. See, there are people that within your group, they're facing. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Nice. Yeah, look, yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, let me check some other things.
Yes, my bro.
So what day? We've been touching.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. Thank you. So like I'm saying, my people, yeah? Look, One World, check it what I'm saying, One World. There are people within your group that are facing the same problem, but they won't look in, that's what I'm saying. So that's why group could be infiltrated. Like when you have to, when you want to establish something, you have to come out in the public because it's out in the open. People just on there just to relax. Like it's that social communication by online on an online basis. It doesn't. The awareness needs to come out into the public. That's why I mentioned, like I say, when we talk about the Windrush generation, and when we're talking about the Windrush generation, we're talking about the foundation of the United Kingdom. We're talking about the foundation of the United Kingdom when we're talking about the Windrush generation. And this foundation has been breached based on foreign policies, based on foreign ministers, foreign officials that have no qualification to apply to the nationals.
Right.
These are the foundation. So imagine that when you're not developed psychologically, when you're not developed educationally, when you're not developed socially, when you're not developed historically, you can be deprived, you can create a bad result. You could again destroy the same foundation that has established this ground for you to walk on. This is when you're not developed, and obviously the majority of people are not developed because again they don't understand the foundation. It's an obvious thing. When you don't understand the foundation, that means the majority of people are not developed for you to be able to have a fairness in society. And this is the problem. We need improvement based on the development of the education, of the foundation of the people. Because if you don't have education of the foundation of the people, then you're subjected to being deprived also. Doesn't matter if you're employed, at the highest or the lowest, you are still be subjected. Because if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? If the foundation is destroyed, what can the educational do? That's why our people are destroyed by the lack of knowledge, meaning as a whole. Because we don't have certain development that is needed for society to improve. That's why there could be war in our country, because the development for foundation is not there. We need to apply that. So that's why we have to re-educate, we have to present a implementation plan for people that are not educated towards the foundation, that people that are nationals and that are subjected to control, that are subjected to foreign policy. Imagine that. You're living in your country, you have the right, and then someone comes in and change all the policy. That's why everyone is subjected to, again, being subjected as slavery. It's just a modern day slavery. Yo, big up, big up, big up. Appreciate it.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yo, appreciate it. So like, again, we have to make a publication. We have to present ourselves publicly. And due to the fact that in the public, you'll be able to present your public interest. Because as a representative of, again, the Windrush generation, as a representative of the foundation that was established before England was even established. Like there was kingdom like Mercia, there's kingdom like Wessex. These are the said kingdoms that ensured that the crown is upheld, that the act of supremacy is established, that the parliament has the power to be able to remove any foreign powers that affect the liberty and the rights of the subject, of the crown, of the land. So we have to re-educate people about these foundations. With education comes development. When you don't have education, that means you're subject to be controlled. When you don't have education, that means you're subject to be controlled. If you don't understand the foundation, that means you're subject to be controlled. That's why people, when they don't develop psychologically, again, they could walk around like things are okay, but really things are not, because they're ignoring their own psychological effect. This is why it's so important to understand the foundation. These people are the foundation of the land. Remember, again, we have to understand the act of union created a union that suppresses the nationals that were beyond sea. So the act of union created a suppression of the nationals that were beyond sea. They suppressed those that were on the other side of the realm, the other side of the Commonwealth. That's why, again, in 1600, England was also a Commonwealth, because it was the common of the people, the common of the bloodline, the common of the nation. That's why there are nations and kingdoms that were established before, so that no foreign powers can disrupt the nationality. And this is why it's important to understand, again, our historical development, our history development. So it's very important, because you have to have this cycle. Appreciate the like. Yo, appreciate the like and follow. Again, all right, that's it. Need a foundation. We are already the foundation. The foundation, we're walking in the foundation. Because again, when you're talking about bloodline, you're talking about a house, you're talking about a family, you're talking about a lineage, and the lineage of people that are coming from Egypt, they're also coming from Cartilage, they're also coming from the Iberian Peninsula, they're also coming again from the islands. These are nationals. The same people that you see here, you cannot recognize them now today based on, again, changes in policy. Yeah? So, again, just to show you the establishment, we have, again, King James I of the House of Stuart in 1566, again, that helped to create, again, the union of Scottish and English crowns. Remember, that is 1666. This is why it's so important to know about your history. Then you have you have the Elizabeth I of the House of Tudor that restored the arm of King Henry IV. That's very important. 1558. We're talking about the imperial children, yeah? We're talking about imperial children. The children that's coming out of the River Nile. We're talking about the crown. We're talking about the red and white crown. We're talking about the bloodline. We're talking about the lower Nile and the upper Nile. Yeah? We're talking about Sekhmet. We're talking about history that has not been developed in this social economy. I remember when it comes to settlement, that's why you have the Act of Settlement. Act of Settlement is telling you, that's the Act of Settlement 1800. That's telling you any foreign powers that come in to the United Kingdom has to be the subject of the crown. Have to recognize Parliament, that Parliament is supreme over the land. And this is backing up due to the charters, the confirmation of charter. Yo, listen up, my people, listen up. We're talking about history right here. We're talking about political science right here. We're talking about development right here. We're not talking about no foreign institutions. We're talking about home institutions. So this is why we have to have an understanding. Yo, appreciate the like. Get me up to 500. 5K. Get me up to 5K. So again, we're talking about the foundation. Like I say, if the foundation is removed, what can the righteous do? If the foundation is removed, what can the righteous do? If the foundation is removed, what can the righteous do? We have to understand that. If the foundation is removed, what can the righteous do? What can education do if the foundation is removed? And again, the foundation has been interrupted. We're talking about the bloodline. We're talking about people that established this kingdom before the kingdom established by foreign. So this is why it's about everyone's collective security. It's about everyone's collective understanding equal rights. Because again, if the foundation is destroyed, what can the people do? That means the people are subjected to deprivation. That means the people are subjected to slavery. That means the people them are subjected to oppression. At one point in time, the people them will be subject to slavery and subject to oppression if they don't understand the foundation that established the same ground that you're walking on. You understand? There will be a common time where everyone will be subjected to oppression if they don't understand the foundation that people are walking on. You understand? Again, they say, today for me, but tomorrow for you. That's the difference. Again, if everyone have an individual mindset, they say, today for me, tomorrow for you. Again, family being subjected to oppression because, again, the laws has changed. So, but remember this. Today for me, family being subjected to oppression because, again, the laws has changed. So, but remember this. Today for me, yeah, big up my brother. Yeah, what's cooking? Blood. Yo, there, man. Yo, big up, better. Remember this, remember. So, yo, we need to take on the road now. Hey, we need to take on the road now.
You're going to take on the road now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Better, innit?
Yeah, you get more kind of. So you walk or you just one place in your room?
What's better?
What do you normally do? Walk or just?
Because I have the signs and everything.
What do you normally do? Walk?
I stay in one place.
Yeah, when you're on the road.
Yeah, stay
Yeah,
somewhere.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. It's good that these
People are live though, that's the thing. That's the thing. And like I say, because from tomorrow, implementing these plans are really going on. I'm just getting the vibe warmed up. Yeah, because
warm up the thing.
yes.
When was the House of Lancelot established?
When was the house? Was since I think officially.
Not a difficult question. Why do you get the baby?
No, officially since.
Going over now.
2021.
What, following Amber Rudd's...
No, it's my family.
Eh?
My family. My name is Lancelot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did your family, your parents come on the Windrush?
Yeah. Some of them come separately, but they are part of that.
From Jamaica?
Yeah, from Jamaica.
What did your dad come over for? To drive buses or?
No, he just came for a change, but for a different life. He was a young one. He came over with after his mother. So he came with his mother. After his mother sent for him, came. Like I say, at that time it was a very, very hostile environment because the reason why the people that was there, they were under so much war. They were deprived of education, so they didn't understand the people that were from the Caribbean coming into England. They didn't know because of the wars and.
Long time.
Yeah.
In the 1940s.
Okay.
I was already in the world.
You're a young man.
Eh?
You're a young man.
I am. I'm nearly 80. But I was around when the Windrush arrived in 1948. We lived on Bristol Hill.
Ah, yes.
And for the most part, the black people were welcome. For the most part, but there were some who didn't like it.
Yeah.
And in one particular something, a lot of black people within some of it. And I suppose, understandably, the existing inhabitants didn't care.
Yeah.
On the whole, that was very different from what's happened today. Arabs,
Yeah.
very, very different. Very, and in relatively small numbers. When you came over, Jamaicans came over, and the request of London buses to come and drive the buses helped rebuild Britain. They were happy to do that. And it's unfortunate that when Jamaicans came and they met the hostilities, I personally felt very sorry for them.
But that's why I say majority of people that because the war took place, that's why majority of people wasn't really educated. Only the people that were aristocrats, they knew a bit different. Yeah. So they knew about the historical development of this country. And majority of commoners, they don't know about the historical development of this country. So again, so when those Caribbeans return, because those Caribbeans, they're a part of the one realm. Realm meaning the dominion that surrounds the Atlantic Ocean. We're in the Atlantic Ocean right now, and all the islands, because it's a realm, they're all one. The water doesn't separate the islands. That's a real act. So, what's this? What's going on? Oh, yeah. So because that,
Are you recording?
I am on live. I'm on live.
Is that an iPhone 7?
8. Yeah. No. So because the realm is a dynasty, one family.
So it sounds
everyone on the island in the Atlantic, that's why Magna Carta is here.
was there in the south?
Travel freely. In 1689,
Everyone in Jamaica, everyone.
due to the war
Is
between
it?
the
So they had
Ottomans
everybody went back around them.
and
You know how to
those
do time in a runaway
Christians, yeah, for the safety of those royals, those imperial members that were there,
So
had
we
to be
run away back to
removed to the Caribbean. That's in
Okay.
1689. So that we was there, that's why you have Septimius Severus Wall, yeah? Septimius Severus was a Libyan, yeah? Septimius that built the wall of London and up in Cumbria, yeah, where you got the Alistaian Moors that they were already here, yeah. So these were said Windrush Generation, these were the said people. So we must have, this was in the first hundred, right? So their children are already here. But war, because again, where England is established, is a war-torn country. The country is easily acceptable for invasion by others that might be from Germany, from Norway, from France, to be inhabited. So, again, because in that time, the Pope made a bill. The bill is supposed to be for a good purpose, but again, the fact of continuous war, it became a negative effect because it's supposed to remove those children, bring them to the Caribbean. That's why it says bring with that the claim of right to create colleges and institutions, churches within for the children to inhabit. That's why in the Caribbean you find that there are more churches in a square mile, yeah, than anywhere else in the world because of that, because they needed to be protected. Yeah, so because the war was going on, war continued until the First World War, where, again, remember, these are Germans that came in. Remember, because the First World War, King George V is from Hanover, from Luxembourg, yeah? And when he came here for his own protection,
George I came over.
Yeah.
1714. So.
all right. So because of the Tudor line was also established by Germans also. They had the bloodline. So again, they had the right to come in. Yeah. So, but it tells you that any foreign king that comes in, they have to acknowledge the crown and parliament that they have supreme power over foreign kings. So they cannot change the custom and subject and for the liberty of the people that was established before that. That was established before that. So King George had to make a proclamation, the fifth had to make a proclamation when after World War II started, World War I started, that after World War I started,
About 1920, something like that.
yeah, 1914 first, from 1940 to 1918. Because in 1917 he created a proclamation, because this is when he adapted to the English.
That's when he changed
Yes,
from House of Saxon
to Windsor, the House of Windsor. So within that chain, he had to make a proclamation to protect the same children, same descendants, by incorporating them within the House of Windsor. That's why the House of Windsor became the Commonwealth realm.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Became the,
Did you put that poster
Yes,
together?
yes.
You've done a good job there.
I'm in Parliament. Look, the thing is, right? For the collective security, yeah, for the collective security, we have to have improvement in the education of history, because you understand, even as those English born, yeah, when you're not educated in that degree, you're gonna give over your powers to foreigners, and that in return gonna affect you as born, because that's what we're having now. People in the north that they don't know nothing else, that are by blood, they're being affected by foreign
You've
policy.
studied all this, but what year were you born?
Oh,
97?
yeah, 1987. 1987. So, young
And your
baby.
parents still alive?
Yeah, one.
One. And you live in the Bristol area now?
No, I live in West London.
West London? I'm over there on Tuesday, as a matter of fact, in Hampstead.
Yeah, see, so
Something simple.
I understand. Oh, I'm a health and safety. So I've got degree in qualification in health and safety, construction, and qualification in child psychology. So, but this became prevalent because I'm a part of that generation, and I realized the deprivation of the psychological development that we require to be able to go through is not there. So, because we ain't got the proper representation, because we've been represented by foreigners, foreign policies that are affecting not just us, but the same British people that, again, that are not developed to understand themselves. So the lower end of the society doesn't matter if you remember, these are British national. We're not talking about citizens. National are by blood, citizens are by, again, affiliation. Yeah. So national have rights, liberty over the citizens. Yeah. So because it's our public interest. Yeah. And these are the public interests, the Commonwealth, the Windrush Generation. So after disclose my public interest. So, but I was in Parliament the other day, and I'm going back to Parliament on the 20th. But now, because I have established. Yo, big up my people.
I'll take a picture.
Yes. If you scan the code, you can go to my website.
If you can get down there.
Yeah.
No man, just come on my bottom. You went to work. You know it's fresh juice.
Yeah, my people. Appreciate the life. Appreciate the follow.
Yeah man.
I don't think I've got it actually.
Oh, and once I give you a card, I give you a card. No, save me the struggle. Save me.
Yeah. I want to get into Oxford Street, so I'm going to stroll on. Thank you very much. What's your name?
Lancelot.
Well, you said that, but it's Lancelot where?
Yeah. Lancelot. Thank you.
Very good friend of mine called John Webb, just died, age 93.
You see? Yeah.
He just died, yeah.
Because, look.
He's not black, he's white.
No. My grandfather, George, was white. That's what I'm trying to say.
Your grandfather was white?
Yeah, my great grandfather.
Oh, great.
So, this is the thing. In 16, from 1613 to 89, yeah, the word white was invented.
What year?
From 1619 to full establishment. Yeah. The word white was invented because we all was identified by ourselves.
We are trees.
We all identify ourselves. We didn't identify by race. That's a new by house. And some of us was pale and wherever, and some of us as dark as night. Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. So that's why, again, when this was foreign invention, the divide. If we have been removed, we don't understand. Remember, these are family members running for blood. The majority of people are deprived very much to the point that they can't recognize their counterparts.
Don't tell me about people. The first call, hey, you know,
but that's the only way you could correct it, because if you don't correct it, your son's going to be wondering what's going on, what's wrong. Because energy, from a psychological point of view, it does not continue for the generation. So if you don't correct something, that energy is attached to someone within the future. And they're going to have to sort it out. So whatever, that's why
The boy they never help me yet.
it's
Yet still when they
correcting
come here,
what has
we
been
are the
wrong.
thing.
You understand? So
And me bring them boy there.
what's the name? I didn't catch
What
your
do you
name.
mean? Go look in that performance. Me and the rest of my brethren.
Alright.
And me and them, me bring them there.
Yeah, so I'm out here, man. Like, listen, I'm saying, my people, look up the meaning of government. Like I say, you have to govern your mental, yeah? Govern your mental. That's it. Control your mind. That's it. Look it up, my people. Look it up. Look it up. Yo, we're talking about the foundation, man. If the foundation is removed, what can the righteous do? Look, what can the educational man, look, if the foundation is removed, what can the educational man do? Nothing.
But there's no foundation.
There's no foundation. That's why we have to re-establish what the foundation
Alright,
is.
how can set the foundation now?
Only we, that's why we have
Where's
to
the
let them
motherland?
know. That's what I'm saying.
Where's the
Congo.
Yeah, you're going to say Africa. No. I insult you, Africa. You come from the kingdom of Africa.
Yes, talk about it.
1749, then change the name.
Yeah, my people,
Africa means
come out of the beast system. No, it's our system, but again, we have foreign representation. Because again, the said charter, look, the said act of supremacy that established the crown to have superior authority over any foreign powers. Hey, that's a bar. Yo, the act of supremacy that established that the crown has superior power over any foreigners. It's a big bar, it's a big bar. Yo, big bar, listen. The act of supremacy established that the crown, parliament, have supreme power over foreign government is established in the laws of the Magna Carta 1217 to 1295. Yes, my people. Remember, like, share, follow, yeah? So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is why it's so important. This is why it's so important. This is why it's important. Because the foundation, that's why it says, my people are destroyed by the lack of knowledge. That means they ain't got no psychological development, no historical development, no educational development. We require these development to have control of our resource. This is the Commonwealth realm, like I say, due to the media, due to every other form of device, we are not aware of the foundation. Due to the fact that, again, we have the media that controls the mind of the masses, we're not aware of the foundation. This is the said foundation that provides social rights and liberty, that provide educational rights and liberty, are now being oppressed. Over 55 people have already died due to the hands of foreign policy. Over the hands of 55 people. We're talking about the Commonwealth realm. We're talking about my family, my generation. We're talking about blood. We're talking about reality. Over 55 people already died through the hands of foreign policy. This is the foundation of this country. Before you had England, we had Wessex. When you talk about Wessex, you're talking about Moors, you're talking about Iberian Peninsula, you're talking about cartilage, you're talking about the crown of Egypt, the upper crown and the lower crown, the bloodline, the red and white. This is where you get the English flag from the red and white crown. These are the same Carthaginians, the same Moorish people from the the Kingdom of Granada. These are the same Kingdom of Leon, the same Kingdom of Castellet that established the Kingdom of Mercia. That's why you could say that Septimius Severus was here. This is why it's so important. Our people are not educated. to the fact that we need historical development. Big up my people. Big up my people. Hear my voice for another time. But yeah, we're talking about the health and safety, psychological improvement, planning and implementation of lost children, adults and elderly of the Windrush generation of the Commonwealth realm. It's very important, yeah? We're talking about the approach. Like I say, approach the public, very important. Engagement, we're talking about letting them know that we are representing. We're going into Parliament on the 20th of this month to make sure that, again, representation is met. Like I say, sometimes in life, not everyone gonna make it, not everyone gonna survive, but as long as you're able to represent your family, able to represent your community, able to represent your nation, those that do have the development will survive. That's how it goes. So big up my people. Yeah, man. Yo, I go back live. I'm gonna go back live.
You study books, you study
Yeah, my people. Remember, like and share, subscribe. Out here. Out here, yeah. So. That's a fact, that's a fact. Yo. Yeah, man. Yo, remember, share, like, subscribe, yeah? Big up my people. Share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, man. Yeah, my people. But it was good. It was good presentation for the day. So listen, I'm going out. Ain't finished yet. No. I'm not finished. I'm going to Victoria, and then see what's going on, because that's where I'm gonna trade to get home. Make a little public presentation. Oh, good. I'm big up. Appreciate it.